All right, all right. Hello, people. We are back. Oh my God, that's loud. Sorry. Am I blowing you out? Hey, Safe Pal. I know. Okay, so first off, let me know how the volume mix is sounding. Am I too loud? Is the music too loud? Second of all, to answer your question, you said, what are you doing streaming? You're too busy. And the answer is yes, I am very busy. However, I have decided to start streaming again because I miss it, number one. Number two, I have way too many thoughts to keep them all in my head because I'm usually alone all day in this house with potentially one other adult who's also very busy and then a toddler. And she can talk, but like she can't talk. So I thank you for letting me know I'm good for sound. But I'm bored, honestly. Like I'm a little bored, and even when I'm busy, okay, let me back up. It's possible to be busy and bored at the same time. It's possible to have lots of things to do and not enough time to get them all done and have many thoughts and plans and action items in your head, but also still want an outlet. And that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life. Like I need a me thing. I need I wouldn't say creative outlet because I'm not really creating anything right now. Or at least not on this stream yet. But I don't know, I want to play games for fun and not for work all the time, and I want to talk about them while I do it, and exercise my brain and not just go, what color is this car, or how many fingers. Yeah, being a mom is awesome, and I love my kid. She's so fun, but I just need some more stimulation. I think that's really what it is. So yeah, I decided to turn on the stream. So thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna play some more word games today. Last time was a lot of fun. And ooh, you know what? I don't think I posted on Instagram. Hold on, let me do an IG post real quick. Let me do an IG post real quick. Say hi, chat. Okay. Question, how excited are you for the fall? Dude, I love fall. I'm a spring baby. Like I was born in May. However, I love when the weather is a little bit cooler and I can layer and put on some jackets and maybe a scarf. And one of my favorite go-to, like I'm not trying to do anything serious hoodie, outfits is a hoodie and some shorts. So I'm super excited for fall. Also, so many games. Like this fall is absolutely insane. I'm actually really interested to see what happens with the battle between Call of Duty and Battlefield. I played some of the Battlefield demo. Live now on, hold on, Twitch. Oh my god, Twitch, YouTube, and X. Come hang. Okay. Let me skip the song. It has some audio in it. Okay, so I'm interested to see what happens with the showdown between Battlefield and Call of Duty. I played some of the Battlefield beta. Yeah, beta. That's what it is. And hated it. No, I didn't hate it. I am terrible at Battlefield. And so I didn't have a great time. I gave it a shot. And I'm really excited for Call of Duty because I'm a Call of Duty girly. So we'll see who likes what. Everybody's entitled to their own thing. But I'm honestly really excited for Black Ops. Okay, so Twitch. Hold on, I'm putting all my links on my Instagram. You want to see me edit this live? I'm putting them together. My IG post. Okay, we got Twitch. We got YouTube. What's my YouTube? Where are you watching, by the way? Where's everybody watching from? Let's Let's link this down here. Okay. Share, done. I'm a Pisces, but I love the fall and winter. That's so sweet. Funny. I think it's not necessarily when you were born. I think it's just what season really just vibes with you. I really do love spring though. Like I love rain. Which is why I liked living in Seattle. I liked when the weather starts to get warmer. Like I like change. I like both of the seasons of change the most. Summer's fine, winter's fine. I love Christmas, but change is really what I vibe the most with. But yeah, talking about Battlefield and Call of Duty, hey Brain Basher said, I think both will sell well. Obviously. They both sell well every time they come out. But YouTube is showing a lot of Battlefield content. That's because nobody's playing Call of Duty yet. I think we might see a shift. We'll see. And a lot of people playing Battlefield like it's Call of Duty. But here's the thing. Here's my thing with Battlefield. It is cool. I know a lot of cool people like it. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. I don't shame anybody for their favorite, but Battlefield requires so much cooperation, and it's just not easy to pull off with the people I play with. Not naming any names. Maybe I am. Maybe it's my husband. But people tend to run off and lone wolf. Like, I'm just saying, like, Battlefield's not a game where you can do that and, like, the team is actually succeeding. And so when that happens, not if, when that happens, it just feels like a waste of time, honestly. Because, like, you're dying, nobody's playing support, or they're not reviving you. Like, it's just... Ugh. I don't enjoy that. I do like the tighter maps, like the smaller ones. I don't remember the game mode or what it's called, but I do enjoy those a lot more. I'll say I feel like I have more of an impact on the outcome of the game in those modes, which is nice. And if I were going to play anything in Battlefield, I prefer that versus like the big ones, which are the, you know, more ground war like ones where it's just too many people in tanks and every 5 seconds you're getting sniped. Like, that's not fun. And maybe I'm not good, sure, whatever, but at the skill level I'm at, I gotta enjoy my time. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll give it a shot. I will always give it a shot, and I want it to succeed. I want people to be happy and for the developers to be able to keep making them. But like what you like. I don't like Elden Ring either. Somebody got on me for saying something about Death Stranding the other day too. I don't usually talk about games I dislike. I'm sorry, I don't know why this is coming out of me today. But yeah, I I am not the biggest fan of games that I'm not good at. To me, call me crazy. All right, Zing Pao said, Kali Fathoms, friend of the show, found a group to play Battlefield with. He said, I want y'all every time. Yeah, Battlefield and Overwatch are similar. Yeah, you have to have a tight unit that is on the same page in order to enjoy those games. For me to enjoy those games, I should say. And usually not the case. So I would love to play Overwatch more, especially Overwatch 1, if anybody still remembers that. Like, I had a great time when I was with a group and we were all like vibing and like in sync, and I miss those days. But I mean, so many groups, especially since it's a team of 5, right? Like, so many groups just shift and change and move on. And when you're like the 6th person on the list, that sucks. That happens to me a lot. I love being a medic in Battlefield. I also do. I'm usually a healer. Like, in most games I like being a healer because I can focus on my team, and I prefer that. Blizzard did shut down Overwatch 1. Yeah, it's rest in peace. But I prefer to be the person that's trying to make sure everybody else is okay in life in general. So I gravitate towards healer class in pretty much everything. Although I was so bad at Mercy. That was not my shit at all. Yeah, that was not my journey. But I do like the healer in Battlefield. I also don't mind the is it engineer? Who's the one that has the anti-tank rounds? He has the big ass RPG. I like that dude, but I usually spec a little bit differently. Like I put an assault rifle on him, not the SMG, because I don't like that SMG very well. Yeah, so the current version of COD haven't made it this long in the year, still playing it since 2006. Shout out to you, man. 20 years of one game. That's like some WoW shit. You're a great Mercy in Overwatch. That's great. I liked Lifeline and Apex. I also really liked Gibraltar. He was my guy. I like shielding. I didn't get very much into the later characters because, like, again, the people I played with has kind of like moved on, or they had moved on to like competitive play, which obviously is not me at all. I know myself. But I like Lifeline. She's awesome. I also love Apex. Apex has such a special place in my heart because it's how I met and got to know my husband and my amazing brother-in-law. And yeah, I always have a special place in my heart for Apex. Wait, how do they do it? Oh shit. How do kids do it? Is it that? That hurts. That hurts a lot. No, wait, it's this one. It's this one. I had it backwards. Apex Legends. Forever. Who else did I play in Apex? Ooh. Danny was always Danny was always the same character. He really like, who's the black lady? Apex. Wow, I can't remember. Apex Legends. Characters. Because there's so many new ones now. Bangalore. Danny was always Bangalore. I like Bloodhound. I like being able to tell who's where. I like the map awareness of Bloodhound. I played with a friend who was always Loba, and that was hot. She's nice. I liked Fuse a lot too. I like Fuse. I like Junkrat. I like Chaos characters. I tend to play Yoshi in Smash Brothers. I like throwing the eggs everywhere. I just like either causing chaos or calming chaos. Like in like I'm always a siren whenever I'm playing Borderlands. Like I like impacting the group, either in the best way or the worst way. I don't know what that says about me. I like influence. Turning the tides of the war. I want to be impactful. Like, otherwise, why am I here? Like, if I'm just here to get, a good KD and then go home, it does not feel satisfying to me. I don't know why. Different strokes, right? Speaking of strokes. Pen strokes. We're gonna play some word games today. So we started off the stream yesterday? Jesus. Last week with Wordle. And I think we're gonna do the same thing today. And then I think after we get today's Wordle. Oh, you hear the confidence in my voice? Jesus. After we attempt today's Wordle, we're going to switch over to Dordle, which is a double Wordle game. And I'll explain in a second why I'm so excited by this. Because it really is a game changer. So let's go ahead. All right, here's my audio. Let me add my desktop music back. Give me just a second. All right, let me know if the music's back. Let me know how the volume is for everybody. Sapphire Dye Ruben, hi! Lurking and working. Good to see you. Miss you. Brain Basher said, now that all multiplayer have seasons, that does make things different. And you have younger kids, time with the TV, you can only pick up one multiplayer season. That makes sense. This year, it's a hard pick. Yeah, Battlefield 6 beta, COD, Overwatch 2, Halo, Apex. We're starved. We are spoiled for choice, for sure. Aw, I miss all the What's Good fam. You guys are great, and we'll see each other again someday. I'm not going to PAX this year though. We'll not be up in Seattle, but maybe next time. I don't know. We'll see. We've been traveling so much. We got back from DR And Danny had like, I would say like 4 trips for hands-on and stuff, and they were all literally back to back. Like we got back and he was gone the next day, and then it was just nonstop. And then I had a couple of hands-on appointments, some stuff that I'll be sharing next week. I'm very excited about. And yeah, we just needed a break. And then we're going back to Cincinnati because my kid still hasn't met all of my family from back home. She's almost 2. So we'll be going back to Cincinnati, and then maybe there's a New York trip in there somewhere for something for work. I don't know, but it's always nice to go to New York and see Danny's mom and sister. And then December, after the Game Awards, we're going back to DR and house shopping again. So it's a busy holiday. Yeah, PAX. I miss PAX. PAX is amazing. St. Paul, you won tickets for PAX. Oh, but you can't go. Well, good luck on your move. I'm sorry. Sorry you can't take advantage of that. Oh my god, that's really bad. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Jeez. By the way, I'm not doing this in a very sophisticated way at all. Like, this is a struggle stream. I haven't set up new scenes since I last streamed. I have not attempted to make everything pretty or get borders for all my captures. Like, I'm just playing a couple word games now. Starting... When's the embargo? Starting next week. Starting next week, I'll be playing more games, controller games. And I'm really excited for that. Sorry, that got loud. I'm really excited for that. I have some really fun stuff lined up. And I'm not trying to overdo it with programming the stream. Again, this is literally just an outlet for me because my therapist is encouraging me to do more self-care. And for me, talking to you guys and just playing games for fun instead of for work is self-care. So this is my journey and you're coming along with me. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're going to play Wordle. And I have to lay some ground rules. The way that I play Wordle is maybe a little unique, maybe not, but the goal is not to get the word right. The goal is to know the word. So I'll explain what I mean by that. I could guess whatever, party, and maybe it's right on the first try, and a lot of people would be like, yeah, I got word on the first try, like, I won. For me, that's a loss. Like, for me, that does not feel satisfying because I didn't work for it. I didn't use my brain. I didn't exercise my mind, which is really what a lot of this is exercise for my mind, and it doesn't feel as satisfying. For me, I would much rather flesh out letters, try different words, use some logic, take my notes on my little notepad, which you'll see in a second, and actually figure out what the word is and then type it in to confirm that I was right. That, for me, is how I win at Wordle. Now, we all know that games can have modifiers. We all know that there's different ways to play different things, and none of it is wrong, none of it is right. Who cares? You know how I play Wordle. Who cares how you play Wordle? I don't care. Do you. Have fun. Enjoy your life. Get your brain exercise. Do whatever it is you're trying to do with it. As long as you aren't hurting anybody or yourself, we're all good. However, for me, I need to do my reps. And for that to happen, I gotta figure it out before I just throw out a guess. And that's the way that I can say that's my win state. So that's the modifier I put on my Wordle games. And that's how we're going to play today. Now, love suggestions. Please feel free to work with me in chat. I'm not saying that you can't backseat, but I do want us to focus on, like, we really need to figure out what each word is before we just throw out guesses blindly without any thought or logic or attempt at deducing it, right? It's a game of deduction today. So we're going to start with the New York Times Wordle game. And then we're going to go over to Wordle, and it's going to be really fun. So Zhang Pao, you haven't played Wordle before. Here's how it works. There are 5 letters in every solution. And we're going to use our guesses to flush out and figure out what letters are right, as in the puzzle, solution and which letters go in which spot. So I would play like a dummy round, but this is it. So like the pressure's on. Like, we just got to go for it. So one of the things that you would benefit from figuring out in Wordle is what your starting word is. Some people use the same one every time. Some people use different ones. My mom, who I am going to keep putting on blast whenever I play this game, and her friends all play every day. They have quite the streak going. I think years at this point. And my mom knows... I'm going to turn this music down. My mom knows her friends' starting words. And so she uses that information in order to inform her starting words, which is hilarious to me. So let's say her first friend, who is in the East Coast, my mom is in the West Coast, her first friend puts in quests, and she gets the first two letters right. My mom knows there's a QU in it, and she'll use that information to start her first word. And I like to joke and say that my mom is a cheetah. She's a screen cheater, peeking at other people's screens. But it's just information, right? Like, it's just how people choose to play. So, starting word for today, for right now, we can switch it around as we go today. Let's start with I don't want to do a QU. QU is so rarely here. We can figure that out later. Let's flesh out some vowels. We could do laugh. Yeah, it does kind of sound like cheating, same vowel. We could do laugh. We could do wary. Let's try wary. Weary? Weary. Oh my god. Oh my god. So many. Okay. We got weary. Okay, so we got an AR and a Y. So here's how I take my notes. God, there's so many things I need to share with you all. Okay, so we have Y confirmed here. We have an A and an R. So we have A and R. So first step, I'm writing down, can you see this? The 5 letters. We got our Y in the final position over here. An A and an R. And right now, I'm going to write down all the spots where the A and the R can go. Now, this is going to look a lot like a lot. But it will make sense in just a second. So, A can go either in position 1, 2, or 4. And the R can go in position 1, 2, or 3. It can't be at the end because the Y is there. And it can't be in position 4 because it's a yellow, not a green. Yellow light on these turned over letters means that it's there, but in the wrong spot. Green means it's in the right spot. And there's no red or anything. It's not as traffic light. But we know W is not in the puzzle. We know E is not in the puzzle. So does that make sense? This is how I play Wordle. People play lots of different ways, but this is how I like to play. So I can start... So I almost turn a Wordle into a word scramble because I love word scrambles. One of my favorite games that I play is called Word Trip, I believe. Is it Word Trip? Let me show you. It's called Word Trip. Sorry, I guess I should maybe preface all this by saying I'm obsessed with word games. But it's called Word Trip. Word Trip. You see it? Wait. Word Trip. Oh my god. Hello, camera? There you go. Word Trip. Right there next to Words with Friends. Word Trip is a great word scramble game. I play it whenever I'm flying most of the time because you don't have to be connected to the internet to play it. You can. You get prizes and stuff. I don't pay attention to those. But it's just a word scramble, and it's so satisfying. But I like word scrambles, and I almost have to turn my Wordle into a word scramble. So we got AR blank blank Y. That's an interesting proposal. But here's what I usually do at this spot. I got a lot of good information in that first word. Wary was a good start. We know exactly what's in the last position. We know it's a Y. We don't know if there's any other vowels here, which is interesting. We still got 3 that we could test out. I, O, and U. And they're in a lot of words, right? But are they in a word with also an A? Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? So this is where I start thinking of words and trying to guess the actual puzzle solution. Oh boy, we got bots. I'm not trying to mod this. Just ignore that. Ignore the bot. We have... Okay, we have two options. We could try to guess the word, or we could try to flesh out some more letters. I'm leaning towards fleshing out more letters. Because there could be a double consonant. We could have two R's. We could have two something else. We could have double A's. Probably not. But I feel like I need more information before I feel confident. So let's try to flush some more letters. Do we want to flush vowels or consonants? Vowels or consonants? I'm kind of leaning more towards consonants, honestly. I think there are more consonants than vowels in this word. Why do I think that? I don't know. That's maybe just a vibe. Sing Pal says we flush vowels. We can flush vowels. We got some guesses left. The goal is not to get it in as few guesses as possible. The goal is to know the word. Remember that. The goal is to deduce the word. That is the goal. That's the modifier we are playing Wordle with. So, what is a word that has all these vowels in it? O, I, and U. And preferably, letters we haven't used yet. We could do laugh. That has the A in it. It does repeat the A from the previous guess. However, it puts in a different position. Maybe we learned some things there. Do we like laugh? Do we test the A in another spot and get some more info while flushing a U and a couple of consonants? Is that enough flushing? Is that enough flushing? I'm trying to I'm trying to get like an OU word, like something that has OU in it. And I don't know why GH is always there's a couple of word what is it called? Word chunks? Like A and D isn't a lot of words, or ING isn't a lot of words, or GH isn't a lot of words, or QU always pair together. You get what I'm saying? Like what is it called? Word segments? Is ouchie a word? I don't want to repeat that Y. I know there's Y there. I know exactly where it is. That is not new information. So I'm not trying to figure out where the Y goes. We can leave Y alone. See, plow is too long. Plow is too long. OUGH. Is there a word that has OUGH in it? Dough. Let's try dough. Wow. Dough. No O, no U. Okay. No G, no H, no D, which are very common consonants in most words. Okay, so now we're thinking, is it an F? Is it an M? Is it a T? There's no S at the end. Is there an S at the beginning or in the middle? I noticed there's not many words that are plurals in here. Like, there's not a lot of IESs in here. So, S is not one I usually worry about too much. I could have done cough instead of dough. English is so annoying. Why does cough sound so different from dough? Ugh. Ugh. What a terrible language. Okay. We got no O, no U. A and I. Is there any word that have A and I in it that N and Y? I can't think of much. Like maybe like a dairy, but we know it's not RY at the end. R is somewhere else. Again, the goal is to deduce the word, not guess as few as possible. So, do we need to flush again? I think maybe. I think I need more consonants. I need to figure out what these consonants are. I just said I don't think there's an S in it, but why not figure out for sure? Okay, I'm right. Okay. And no I. So A is all we got. So it could be a double A, or it could just be one single A. It's not A-R-Y. It's not A blank Y. It could be something that ends in A-Y, or it could be something that starts with an A in 1 or 2. So once again, A can either be in position 1, 2, or 4. Thinking caps, thinking caps. Okay. Okay. We got a. Wow, nothing's coming to mind. Nothing's jumping out at me. There's no U, so it's probably no Q. Like Q and U almost always have to go together. I said this last time, but like when I play Scrabble, QAT or Words with Friends, QAT is the only Q word that I ever really use that doesn't start with a Q and follow immediately with the U. So let's assume Q is out. T, it's probably a T in there somewhere. P, very possible. F, sure. J, don't think so. K, probably not. Z, X, I doubt it. C and V, they could pop up. N feels very likely. N feels probable. So now I'm thinking, do we try to find the A position? Do we try it in spot A, or spot 1? Do we try it in spot 2 and use that as a test word to flesh out even more consonants? Consonants that are common, consonants we think could be in this word. I think we do this. I think we do something like a party. I don't like reusing that Y. That's not useful, but I do want to try the A and the R in different spots. Now we're trying to figure out placement of that A and that R. I'm just thinking of words that have same letters over and over again. F-A-R... No? Farts? There's no S. Let's not use the S again. Is there a word that starts in A and ends in Y? Angry, but there's no G, and the R isn't where it is, right before the Y. A. What starts with A? A. I'm not seeing it. I don't think A is in the first slot, but I could be wrong. I think it's something A, which is why I want to try to test it out. Like C-A-N. I want to try to get that C and that N out of here too. Bacon would be the word I would use, but I have so many reused letters here. I know there's no I there, but I need to flesh out the C. I'm just feeling like I need to know what's going on with this C. And I want to see if the A is there. Okay. All right. A's in number 2 slot. That's what we thought. And we have very few consonants left to try out. So we have blank A, blank, blank Y. I'm kind of playing this like Hangman, I'm noticing. Interesting. Okay. Blank A, blank, blank Y. Word letters we have left are like maybe like a T, maybe an F, maybe a V. There could be a double consonant here. Something like that. But we need the R somewhere. So then I'm like, what is like blank A R R Y? Is it Terry? Is it Terry? Is it Terry? Is that how you spell Terry? Like, what's the meaning of Terry? Yeah, Terry. Tari? To Terry? Yeah, linger. Lingering. Yeah, Terry. Okay. I think it's Terry. Again, the goal is to deduce the word. With the information I have, this is the word that I feel most confident in. Do I want to try anything else to be sure? Because if I try this and I'm wrong, let's opportunity cost this out. If I try this and I'm wrong, what do I have left to try? Oh, wait, it can't be Terry. Oh, I almost made a huge mistake. The R can't be in that fourth slot. This is why we think. This is why we think. Think twice, guess once. That was almost a terrible, terrible outcome. Could it be Ratty? That would be funny. That'd be funny if it was Ratty. Ratty feels more possible than Terry. I'm glad I rethought that. Other letters that could be in here. An F, a J, a K, or a V. Or a Z. There's no Z. Played twice. We're on a streak. Let's see if we can keep the streak up every week. So we have our weekly challenge, which is doing the daily Wordle puzzle, because I'm only streaming Fridays. But hey, look at that. We are 2 for 2. Well done. Well done, friends. So now we're going to switch over to... What am I listening to? We're going to switch over to another version of Wordle. It's called Dordle Wordle. And let me shift this around. How do I... Yeah, let me crop this down. We're switching to Dordle Wordle. Dordle Wordle is basically the same as Wordle, but you are playing 2 at a time. So you're going to guess one word. It's going to go into both slots. And you use that information to solve 2 puzzles at once. It is, yes, more difficult. It is, yes, maybe a little bit brain breaking, but it is also incredibly satisfying. Hi, Lord No Face. How are you? We're playing word games today. Mostly because I didn't really have a super strong plan for my streams when I decided to turn it back on, because I did it with very little thought. I'm trying this new thing where I don't overthink everything that I do, and I just do stuff that feels good. It's working so far. And I needed some me time. I needed me time activity, and I like talking to people. So this is it. Me time plus people equals be happy. I also like using my brain. Like, I am in toddler world as a mom right now of an almost 2-year-old, and so I need to try to exercise my mind as much as possible. And this feels really good. It feels good when I can do puzzles. I love word games to death. And the goal here is to deduce the word. So right now we're going to try. We're at 100% from last week, so we have not missed a single word, period, in any of these streams. But we're going to try to guess 2 words at the same time. I'm going to go with a word to start that has a couple vowels in it. A couple more unusual consonants, just to flush them out. And we want to try to see if we can get a few right letters in both puzzles so that we can work on one or the other and figure out the word before we just guess wildly. I'm not trying to minimize the number of guesses. I'm trying to know the word before I put it down. I want to figure it out. So here we go. We're going to try a Dordle. Ooh, lots of good info. Okay, we're clearing out a scratch pad, starting over. Ooh, this is exciting. We got 2 on either side. 2 greens, too. So we have 2 puzzles. I'm going to draw a line down the center of my pad here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got an A confirmed and an E somewhere else over here. And over here we got U. You know what goes with you a lot. Qu. And an E confirmed. Okay. So here is how I write this down on my pad. I have puzzle 1 and puzzle 2. Puzzle 1, we got a U that could go in these 4 places and an E confirmed. We got an A on puzzle 2 that can go in spot 2, and E's are possible everywhere else. So this is what I start writing down, and what I use to basically turn the Wordle into a word scramble in order to help my brain figure it out. So we have some really good info here. We have fleshed out a very common consonant, which is an M. There are many other consonants we could play around with. There's other vowels too. We could do fight. We could do right. We could do sight, light. Okay, I'm spiraling. IGHT, right? Like that's a common word chunk. I'm figuring out how I want to use IGHT and what other letters I think could be useful to flesh out here. I think it's light. I think light is the one that I want to try. I want to try to see if there's an L in here. E's and L's like to float around in the same word. Okay. Oh, okay. Not so great. But I got a green. It was actually really incredible. So first on this side, puzzle number 2, which is the one we have more info on. Right. Good one. We got an L. L, A, and an E somewhere over here. First one, no L, no G, no H, no T, no I. So far, the first word has no confirmed consonants in it. Now, as cool as words are, almost any 5-letter word has at least a consonant in it. It could be like adieu, which is not English, but we use it. And I know that is common first word for my mom to use, because she likes fleshing vowels to start. But that would not help us here, because we already know what vowels are here, except for Y and O, which I don't think would help us very much at this point. I'm kind of writing off the Y and the O at this moment. I don't think they're going to help me with either of these puzzles. So I've moved past vowels. Moved past them. Now, what the hell is going with this E and this U in first word? Oh, also, I just realized I made a mistake on the second puzzle. E is not here. So, second puzzle, I'm going to rewrite it just so I can get it out of my head and keep moving on with the first one. We got L, A, blank, blank, blank. And in blank, blank, position 3 and position 4 are the only possible places where E can go. Right? Make sense? So, let's put that aside. Puzzle 1, we need to figure out what's happening in here. It ends in an E. Cool. That's cute. What else is going on? Do you have an N in there? Is it an F? Is it a D? Is it an aura? Maybe. What word can we use to flesh out some stuff for the left? What consonants can we flesh out here? Drown, the vowels out of it, but I mean, that's mostly just a functional O. I think we try drown. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Okay. Look at you. We got so much info on that one. Ah! Okay. Love that for us. A U could be in position 2 or 4. An N could be in position 4 or 2 or 3. Probably not in number 2. Okay, so here's how I do this now. I'm only really looking at the first puzzle. The second puzzle, it didn't give me any new information. It crossed some stuff off. But here we got D blank 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 E. Now the N is probably not right after the D. So I'm going to just cross that out. That doesn't make any sense. D N blah, 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 not a word. So again, the goal is to deduce the word. Not guess, deduce. We want to figure it out and then confirm with our guess. So we have D blank. N maybe. N or U maybe. E. Now is it D blank blank UE? Are there any words that we can think of that are D blank blank UE? I say that with disdain because I think it's no. D blank blank UE? I don't think so. I could be very wrong. That feels like Frenchy to me. I feel like it's DU blank blank E. I feel like it's DU blank blank E. Am I that confident? Are we that confident? DU blank blank E? Dookie. I don't know if that's a word saying pal. DOOKE. Let me see. D blank blank UE. I don't think so. I'm gonna hold off on it though. I'll keep that in my head, but I'm gonna hold off. Meanwhile, on the right hand side, we did not learn anything new with drown. We did eliminate, but we didn't learn anything new. So I think I need another flush word. I gotta flush some more stuff out. I got an S, I got an F, I got a C, I got a B. Everything else is a little less common. I know neither of these probably end in S, but I might as well. Should I? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's an F. Maybe it's a C. Maybe it's a B. Maybe it isn't. What ends in E? What starts with D and ends in E? What starts with L? A. L-A-E? L-A-E? A and E? Get that S out. I might get the S out. LAE sounds wrong. LAE does not sound like it's correct. LEA, of course. That's in a lot of words. LAE, I think it's not. I think E cannot be in the fourth position on this second word. I think LAE is not possible for a word. So I think the E can only be in the fourth position. We know it's not in the fifth one on the second puzzle because it's yellow, not green. So I think it's LA blank E. I think it's L-A blank E blank. L-A blanky blank. I think our second... Oh, the light is so bad in here. Sorry. I think the second word is L-A blanky blank. And I am so confident in that you not being in the fourth position on that first puzzle. But I'm not going to write it down because like they can trick me. They'd be throwing French words in here and shit. It could be. I don't think it is, but it could be. I've been wrong before. But I've never lost a Dordle. Not once. Because I play like a psychopath. I mean, clearly this is not normal. Also, my audio looks like it's going red. Tell me if it's too loud. Tell me if I'm too loud, please. I get excited. Okay. L-A blanky blank. L-A blanky blank. Is it lacy? Is the second word lacy? L-A-C-E-Y? Do I need to flush the Y? I think there might be a Y in the second word. I don't want to guess it though. Because what if I'm wrong? That's a very specific guess. And it doesn't give me enough additional info on the first puzzle to warrant it. L-A-C-E-Y, Zhang Pao. L-A-C-E-Y is what I'm thinking for the second word. Could be lacy. Let me write that down. Question mark. L-A-C-E-Y. That's my guess over here. Now I'm going to return to the first puzzle and try to deduce some things. First puzzle. D, probably U, blank blank E. What on earth could that be? I need to flush some stuff. Let me figure out what consonants are over here, because that is a weird setup. What could I try? With like a C or S. I'm gonna have to repeat a vowel, so that is what it is. No, I don't want to do that. Is that a word? Is scabby a word? No. Okay. Um, um, I need an F, a B, a C, and an S. Oops, F, B, C, S. I want to try to get these letters out here. How do I scramble these? Scab is the thing that I keep seeing. Carbs, but C. Okay, carbs. I didn't feel great about that guess, honestly. That was. There's a B in the second word. That I'm just gonna ignore that for a second. We got a C. We got a C in the first word. Okay, so I'm gonna start over because I'm running out of space here. So I'm gonna clear my pad. Wow, this is a hard one. It's probably not that hard. I got the B and the C out. I did. And I also know there's no S, which does help a little bit. But I gotta say, my tummy hurt a little bit when I saw that B get confirmed on the right-hand side. That's okay. So on the left, we have D, question mark, question mark, question mark, E. And we have a C that could be in spot 1, 2, or 3. We have a U that could be in spot 2 or 4. Wait, the C could be in 2, 3, or 4. We have a U that can be in 2 or 4. And we have an N that could be in 2, 3, or 4. On the right, we have L, A, something, something, something. We have a B that could be in spot 3 or 5. We have an E that could be in spot 3 or 4. Well, that seems pretty complete. So here we go. See what I'm writing down there? So puzzle 1, we got D, blank, 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 E. Ooh, you think you got the first word? Okay, let's talk about it in a second. And the second word, we have L-A, blank, blank, blank. We got B and an A in there. Now, remember, we can have double consonants or double vowels. They like to trick you with that. Obviously, the double vowels don't tend to be next to each other unless it's a no. But we could have a double consonant somewhere floating around. Or triple. Like lolly. I don't like when they do that. That does not feel satisfying to me. When there's like a double, like a cheeky double, like, oh, cute. That's cute. Like, it's rally. Oh my god, it's too loud. Like, it's cool. I figured it out, whatever. But I don't feel accomplished. It does not make me feel clever. There is no surprise or delight. I get that those words exist, but when they put them in these puzzles, like, they just feel like, you know? There's so many words. Pick a different word. Anyway, sorry, rant. This is what we got for the first two. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome back. We're playing Dordle again. So far, we're going slow, of course, because, you know, I like to overthink everything. This is my way of productively overthinking while giving myself a positive outlet. But we got a lot of information for these two words here. We know D, E in the first one. We know L, A in the second. We're just placing some additional letters. Zhang Pao thinks they found the first one. What do you think it is? Curious. I think it could be dunce. D-U-N-C. Because we know it's an N and a U and a C. So we know there's no double letters in the first one because we have 3 letters that are unconfirmed in a spot. So between the D and the E, we have 3 letters to put somewhere. So I think it is dunce. Because we need a U, an N, and a C somewhere. And that is the only word that I'm unscrambling. So I'm going to put dunce down for the first one and put a question mark here. But we're not going to guess it yet because we're still working on both puzzles. But I think it's dunce. It's the only one that unscrambles that makes some sense to me on that side. The right is label. Ooh, Jeannie, label. Ooh, I just went on my double consonant rant. It could be label. The B could be in the center. The E could be fourth. We don't know what's at the end. No, I think you're right. I think it could be L-A-B-E-L. That fits. Check it. That checks out, right? L. Ooh, wait, where am I? L. A. B could be here. E could be here. The last one could be L. It would show up the L. Okay, so here's what happens. We have two words that we think we have deduced. How wrong could this go? If we guess one and it's wrong, we need to have enough room to keep working on the second one and still confirm the other. We got 3 slots and 2 words to confirm. So we have to know what it is before we put it in. I want to save dunce for the last word, guess, because I don't see any other possibility in that first word. So let's try label. I like this. Let's try label. Well done, team. And let's try dunce. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We are 100% on these dordles. From yesterday, from last week to this week, we have not missed a single one. We have not missed a single one. We're so good at this. See how satisfying that is? When you go through 45 minutes for one puzzle and then you figure out what it is. It feels so good. I guess they don't show you when the letters come out the same. Once you guessed one, I think they're like, okay, you got it. Like, we're done with that. That's so good. That's so good. Did I mean to hit restart? I did. How do I... Wait, dark mode? Oh. Do I care about dark mode? I don't know. I don't think so. Well, let's just restart then. I meant to hit restart, but I didn't. Okay, so we're clearing out our board. Good job, friends. Nice Zang Pao. Nice Genie. Good guesses. Good guesses. We're going to do another one. We got to do another one. We still got an hour to play. Okay, first word. I want to try my mom's. I'm going to try my mom's first word. Is that how you spell it? Ooh, okay. All right, Mama V. All right, Mama V. Okay, look at that. Okay. I'm going to draw our line. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Ooh, that was bad. Let me try that again. Draw our line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, oh, ugh. Okay, sorry. The second one is a lot. D could be... Oh my god, so many unconfirms. D could be on the right-hand side in slot 1, slot 3, 4, or 5. A could be in 2, 3, 4, or 5. Oh my god. E could be in 1, 2, 3, or 5. Yay. Okay, first word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have A in slot 2, 3, or 5, and we have an E in 4. Okay, so here's what I'm writing. On the first puzzle, we have a confirmed E, spot 4, and A could be in 2, 3, or 5. And for the second, we have A, D, and E all scrambled. So we don't know where they are, but we know where they aren't. That's all we got so far. All right, so Jeannie's saying beads. Beads is a decent guess, but it has too many repeats. So I don't want to repeat too many of the letters we already have confirmed. I want to flush out and then try to deduce. So beads would be good if I'm still confused on where everything is after a couple more guesses. Let's see here. There's no U in either one, so I'm gonna assume there's no Q. Like that's just always. I'm just always gonna cross off the Q if there is no U, because again, No, it's in a 5-letter word. That's it. It's QU or something else. So we can cross off the Q in our minds. Z, X, and V. Those are always, well, maybe not V, but Z and X. They gotta like make their presence known. You know what I mean? Like a Z or an X in a word is in that word. A V, there could be a V somewhere. V is a little bit more. She's a little more flexible, but she's still mysterious. But Z and X, I usually don't fuck with. I am gonna try to figure out. I got a lot of vowels out of the way here. All I have is O and Y. Y did sneak up on this last one, but I think yoink is a word, but it's definitely not one of these words. I think I'm going to try to flush those other 2 vowels and then get a couple consonants out of the way. How? Yeah, that's the next question. This is the fun part. We're just like coming up with words. Like any sub part of this game is a word scramble, and I enjoy that a lot. If I'm looking for the O, I could do fourth, Forth. I could do money would be repeating. I don't want to do that. Well, I might have to. I don't want to repeat that E in the 4th slot though. That's just like a waste of information. Even if it would get the Y out. What ends in Y but doesn't have an E right before it? Like what's something that doesn't go blank 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 EY? You know what I mean? I know EY is a common pair. Something LY, something TY, something RY. Something 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 TY. The only word I can think of is panty, and I really don't want to write that in. Oh Lord, I just thought of another one. Well, apologies, you guys. I feel okay. Here's my justification. Even though I'm not trying to be inappropriate, I need to figure out where O and Y, or if O and Y are in here, and I need some more common consonants. Grammar of Legend says do it. Okay. Okay, so here, see? Okay. Look at all of that info, right? Look at all that info. See, I'm not gross. Don't judge me. I have an N over on the right, and I got an R and a Y on the left. Learnings. Okay, so R could be in first puzzle could be in slot 1 or 2. It's not in 3, it's not in 4. It could be at the end, but it probably is. Ooh, it might be. Y is in this word, but not at the end. Interesting. Y could be at 1, Y could be at 2, or Y could be at 3. It's not at the end, and it's definitely not at 4 because we know E is there. Interesting. We might have enough to solve the first one. Let's go and write down our notes for the second one, though. So we have N could be... I need some greens on the right. We got an N in potentially slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, or slot 5. My God. All right. I'm glad I did that. We got a lot of possibles. Here's what you like to see. Here's the like long division version of what I'm trying to do in my head, which is where I kind of go through and I see like for the second word, for instance, or the first word, for instance, like how can I get this down to one possible, right? How can I get this down to one possible? Like if, for instance, I put if I put something here and something here, then I know A can only go there. That's the last spot left for the A. So then the A goes there. Like that's the kind of information I'm trying to deduce by writing all this stuff out this way. So talking through it, in the first word, all we know for sure is that we have an E in slot 4, but we have an R, a Y, and an A. There is no D. There's still some consonants we could flesh out, but this word not ending in Y tells us quite a bit. right? Quite a bit. So Y at the beginning of the word, there's only so many words that start with Y. That's something that you can think through pretty easily. So I'm going to pause here and go to the harder one. The one that has all the common letters. D, E, A, and N. Those are so... They get around, all right? So how do we work out the second word? D by a last letter. We need to buy a last letter. We haven't tried S. We haven't tried T. C. L is still out here. These are very common letters in English words. We already said Q is not here. She's not in it. Z, probably not. X, better not be. I better not see an X in here. I'm a stay out of it, X. Just stay out of it. It could be something weird like a K. G, maybe. G's like to float around with E's a lot, especially EAs. I need to flush. I don't have enough info. I think I need to keep flushing consonants. We are going to have to repeat a vowel somewhere, so we might as well put a vowel in a place where we think it could be to test while we flush out consonants. You feel me? So let's look at the second word here. What can we do to get all these consonants out of here? We could do fight, F-I-G-H-T. Well, we were repeating the H. We could do flops. That doesn't give us any new vowels anywhere. We could do flaps. That tells us A is in either spot 1. Sorry, A is either in spot 2, 3, 4, or 5. Try flaps. We try flaps. Is there something better? Is flabs more useful? Is flabs more useful than flaps? Is flats? Is flats a word? Flats? Technically? I mean, it's a type of chicken wing, but I mean, is that going to be acceptable here? Flaws? Do we need a W flushed? Ooh, ticks. I could try ticks next. I think ticks is a good one because it gives me that CK. CK likes to hang out next to each other. That's a good guess, Jeannie. I'm back and forth on this P. I think I'm feeling like it's a B. It's wrong. I'm wrong. Okay. Well, we have an S? If there's a P in this word and I just screwed myself out of figuring that out, I'm going to laugh so hard. We know where the A isn't in position 1. Or in word 1. And we know where it isn't in word 2. It is not in the third spot. Okay. These are getting a little messy. I might need to redraw. However, I'm so mad about switching out the P now. Okay, so in the first word, A can't be in the third spot. So it's in number 2 or number 5. You see? It could end in EA. Or it could be number 2. Over here, we know very little. We know very little over here. We just have a straight up word scramble. And there could be a double in there too. It could be something with double N's or double D's. Wait, could it? Wait, A, D, E, and S. No. Wait. Zing Pao, you're onto something. It does not end in S, so it's not like Dean's or something. But the second word, we know all the letters. We got A, D, E, N, and S. Right? I'm not crazy? Yeah, we have 5 letters, 5 different letters. So now we just need to unscramble the word. Okay? Let's try some things. Oh, this is exciting. Okay. I don't know why I'm shimmying so much. Woo! Okay. So, what is it? It does not end in S. S-E-A-N-D? No. And no, doesn't end in S. It's not Andes. Does it dance with an S? D-A-N-S-E. It's dance. It's not dance. Oh my god. I'm losing it. Let me start my notes over and scramble this word. Try to unscramble it. D. Okay. Here, you guys, you're gonna laugh at me. You're gonna laugh at me. I'm actually turning this dordle into a word scramble that looks like it came from the mobile game Word Trip. So in Word Trip, they have all of the letters in a circle and you can like rotate them and scramble and mismatch them and all that stuff. And I don't know why, but somehow looking at a scrambled word this way instead of in a line makes it easier for me to try to figure out what it is. Deans obviously is not it. Danced is not spelled with an S, so I need to stop thinking that. Does it start with an A? No, it doesn't. Does it start with a? What could it start with? Hold on, let me write down. It could start with, well, anything except an A. That's not useful. Is it S something? SCDAN? Sedan? Is it sedan? Is it sedan? Is it sedan? Is it sedan? Oh my god, is it sedan? SEDAN? Is it sedan? Satan? I think it's sedan. I'm gonna. Woo! I'm shorting out. Slow down, girl. Okay. I got excited by that. Okay, E. It might be sedan, y'all. I think it's sedan. I'm going to go ahead and put my mental pin in sedan. And if it's not, we're screwed. But let's assume we guessed that one. Let's assume we have deduced that word. And move on to the first one. And we can be tricky about how we keep solving the first one to confirm or deny our suspicions about sedan on the second word. Do you see where I'm going? You see where I'm going with this? On the first one, we have an E confirmed. We have an A, an R, and a Y unconfirmed. There could be other letters. There could be double. I don't think there's... I think there's another letter in there somewhere. So we're going to rewrite this one. A could be in spot 2 or 5. A could be... Oh, sorry. R could be in slot 1 or 2 or 5. Y could be in 1, 2, or 3. Okay. So here's what we got on word 1. Confirmed E. First letter is either A or R or something else that we haven't found yet. Y looks like the only thing we know about that could be in the third spot. Interesting. That could be a process of elimination. And we have a couple options for... Am I backwards? No, we have... Oh, I was backwards. Sorry. A or R is first, potentially. No, wait. E or R is first. E or... Jesus Christ. I'm shorting out. I'm trying to read this backwards. Forgive me. Okay. R-Y... or R or Y could be in the first one. A or Y in the second. Y still potentially the only one in the middle that we know about. And it could end in an A or an R. E is third. Why do we think E is third? Do we think there's a double E? Green? It can't be green. We got a Y and an A. We got a Y and an A. We got a Y and an A confirmed somewhere. Oh, because it was green and a do. Yeah, so it is in spot 4 on the first word. We have a confirmed E right here. So we're trying to figure out what can go around it. Do we need to flush some more letters? We might need to flush some more letters. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Plus, it gives us some more information about potentially where other letters can or can't be. You're all good, Jeannie. It's easy to miscount. That's why I write it down. This helps a lot. Like, could we do like jump or something? Like, jump is so lame. Let me not say that. Is there a W? Is there a W? Is there a... Okay, we got WTP, G, JK, CVM, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I want that fifth letter too, Zhang Pao. That one's really bothering me a lot, actually. Because words that don't end in EY, now I'm like, okay, is it ER? That's my next thought. Is R at the end? In which case, A has to be the second letter. Let me walk you through that, where I'm getting that from. If we assume it ends in ER, like many words do, then A can't be here anymore because the R is here taking up that spot. So then the only other place that A can go is here. So then we have two more letters confirmed. Blank A, blank ER. We only need to find two missing letters. You see how that's like, we don't have enough. We don't have quite enough. Blank A, blank ER. Blank A, let's go through the exercise. Blank A, blank ER, and there's a Y somewhere. So it could be either Y A blank ER, Y A blank ER, Y A blank ER. That doesn't sound like any kind of thing. Or it could be blank A Y ER, blank A Y ER, blank A Y ER. Let's try it. No. I should have put flaps. I should have put flaps. Because then I would know this is pair. Is it pair? I should have put flaps. God damn it. Did I deduce the word, or am I just guessing in the dark? If I'm wrong, I have two more chances, and that's it. Because we need a way to confirm. We still need a guess to confirm sedan. Do I have enough info, friends? Do I have enough info, or do I want to flush to make sure? Oh my god, this is maybe the closest we've ever been to losing. Okay. I need to figure out if a P is in here. And C and T and M are also really common. Are there any words I can use to flush out the CT, the M, but most importantly, the P? What words can I use to flush these out? C-A-M-P-T. That's not a word. C-M-P-T. How can I flush some of these? Help me out here. Give me a word. What has these letters in it? It doesn't have to have all four, but at least the P. At least the P. I'm losing it. Popcorn. Thank you. So useful. Oh my god. Camp. Oh wait. I like camp because it helps me figure out where that second A, where that A is, if it's in the second spot. Camp. I know I don't want to do the S again, but the other thing I was thinking of is, now that you helped me think of that, but that doesn't tell me anything new about the A. I already know the A is not there. It does tell me about the S in sedan. Hey! It tells me about the S in sedan. It tells me if the S is the first letter in the second word, which could confirm it's sedan. I don't think this is a bad guess. I think... You guys. I think we did it. If we're wrong, we're so far off. That's the whole scary part. So here's the thing. We have 3 guesses left. We need 2 guesses to confirm if we're right. You see where I'm getting scared? You see how I'm getting scared? So we only have 1 wrong guess left. We only have one wrong guess left. Give me a second. I'm writing down my new. I'm refreshing it. A could be here, or here, or here. E could be here, or here, or here. N could be here, here, or here. Okay. I think sedan. I think this. I think it's sedan. I do. I do. But here's the question. Does confirming sedan on the second word give us any new information that we can use about the first word, which I think is payer? Does it give us any new information? That's the question. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. I don't think it helps us any. I really don't, which is why I'm scared of just guessing it. Because then it's like it's not a useful guess, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not new information. It's just confirming what we've already deduced, which is great. That's the goal. But then we're cutting ourselves off on the first one. Like, we're not being productive for the first word. They're mutually exclusive at this point. I think you're right, Jeannie. I think we have diverged completely. I'm writing down a new chart though. Give me just a second here. So R could be in slot 1 or 2 or at the end. Y could be in 1, 2, or 3. And P could be on 1, 2, or 3. I think we have sedan. I think we have payer. I think we have sedan and I think we have payer. Do we lose the whole game or win with one? I'm going to consider we lose the whole thing. I don't know what this is, but Riana's modifier is we get them both or we get nothing. Because part of the game, to me, is making sure we know enough about both words before we finalize our guesses. There's so many options here, technically. But how many actual words are there? Is there anything else we can guess to confirm or deny both of these at the same time? Ooh, here's one. Here's a good question. What can we use as a flush word to help us figure out both of these? Is there anything? Is there something that has like a Y in the middle of it, but then also like an end at the end of this one? Do you know what I mean? Like to help us with both words at the same time. Is there a word that goes P blank Y blank N? Is there anything like that? Or a word that has like a D. Well, no, that Y in the middle is what I really want to confirm for real. That E as the second letter in the second word. Is there any way we can confirm or deny that? I'm just trying to come up with random words. Peony. Ooh, I like peony. English is my second language. I mean, this is a hard one for people who are native speakers as well. So no shade there, man. The flower, peony. Peony. P would help me there. P-O-N-Y. P-E-O-N-Y. P-O... The only letter that would help me out with... Or the only word it would help me out with is... The only letter it would help me out with on the left is P. The only one it would help me out with on the right is E, which are both really good. That could be a good one. That would help. I don't know. Why am I hesitating? Why am I hesitating? What is it? I think maybe deep down I'm not confident in pair. I think that's what it is. I think I need to know if pair is right. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I so scared? Pedal. I like pedal. That gives me the A and the E in sedan confirmed. And it gives me the P in pair confirmed. I like pedal. I like pedal. Good one, Jeannie. Good one, Jeannie. It's not Resident Evil. You know what? You know what? Let me find my throws. Okay? Let me find my throws where I find them. Jeannie, you took that one. I'm going to give that one to you. That was amazing. As a team, we are still undefeated. Undefeated. That one was like, it was so tense that I don't think I had like the moment, you know? Like I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I got through it. It did feel like Resident Evil, actually. Actually. Zhang Pao. Amazing. Amazing work. Wow, look at that. Look at us. I'm so proud. That was great. And very hard. Like, honestly, I don't know if I could have got that one on my own. That was a tough one. What did we start with last time? A do? Do we want to start off with the heavy vowel word? Do you want to start with a do? Do you want to start a new beginning word? Do you want to do something fun? I'm sick of the amount of Y's in all of these words. There's a lot of Y's up in here today. Like, what's that about? She's busy. Can we let her rest? There's been like a bunch. Do we want to start with laugh? Any other starting words? Somebody else want to start one? Give me some vowels. Give me some consonants. Nice little mix. Years. You and these Y's, girl. No Y. No S. No R. Good info. Good info. But we do have an E and an A somewhere over here. Okay. I think we need to flush some more. I'm not ready to write anything down yet. Why all the Y's? Now I'm back and forth between the B and the P again. Plink or blink. Irrelevant. This is not good. We've wasted, not wasted. We have used 2 guesses. We have 0 consonants confirmed. I'm worried. One more time. Sheesh. Okay. I'm glad we got that T. Because, that was looking rough. We have 4 guesses left for both sides. Y'all. This is a nail biter. We got an E and a T on the second one. An I floating around somewhere in here. Probably not in the beginning, but let's just write it down anyway. She. Okay. First word. Ends in T. An A and an I. Anywhere else. Ay, yay, yay. Zhang Pao, have fun. Thanks for cheering us on. This has been great. Appreciate you. All right, we got 2 T's in word 1 and word 2. An A somewhere in the middle of the first word, and an I floating around over here. Now, I think my attention is being drawn over here because I don't think it's IE blank blank T. So I'm feeling like we can cross this out. Can I do this backwards? Hey, look at that. So I think it's blank EI blank, or blank E blank blank T. I think the I could be here or here. 3 or 4. EI likes to hang out next to each other, so is it blank EI blank T? Maybe, maybe not. What do we know about the first one? We got an A somewhere, an I, either at the beginning or the end, and a T at the end. Not a lot of info. Not a lot of info. I need more vowels and consonants. Is it mound or is it wound? Which one? Mound or wound? Do we want to confirm or deny an M or W more? An M or a W? Which one? Or bound? A B. Do we want to confirm or deny a B? M, W, or B? Help me out. Help me out. M, W, or B? Which one do we want to flush? Is it wound? Is it mound? Or is it bound? Boy, I not feel confident here. Let me try mound. Woo, okay. 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 We got a D somewhere up in here on the first letter, or first word. D, or D. And we got an M anywhere in the middle. 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 letters confirmed on the left-hand side. I got an M. I've got an I. I've got an A. I've got a D. And I've got a T. So I can at least unscramble the first one. I got what on the right-hand side? I got a D somewhere, either beginning or in the middle, 3 or 4. And that I and the E are still floating around. So first word, I got my scramble here. Let me draw a circle around it. First word, I got my scramble. These 5 letters have to be in the first word, right? M, I, A, D, and T. It ends in T. Let's unscramble. T at the end. So it's not M, A at the beginning, so it has to be either D, I, or A. D, I, no, D, A. If it starts with a consonant, then it's probably DA, because DM doesn't make sense. And it can't be DI, because I can't be the second letter. So could it be DA? DAMIT is not a word. What's before the T? Is it NT? Is it MT? Something imt? Something dit? Something it? Something eight? DAMIT, is that a word? I feel like that's the only thing it can be, but I don't know if that's even a word. DAMIT. I gotta figure out where that M is. I think I is before T. Yeah, I'm a bit lost on that first word. I gotta confirm that M. I gotta confirm that M. Let's pause that. Let's pause that. That's hurt making my brain hurt. The second one. Think I before T on the second word. Second word here. We know less about this one. Something, something, something IT. Something E, something IT. The D's got to be somewhere. Is it D, E, blank IT? Debit. Could it be debit? We can flush a B. We can try figuring out if there's a B in here. So is there a way to figure out if there's a B in here while confirming where that M is? And also maybe finding out where the A goes in the first one? It's a lot of it's a lot of requirements. D. A, B. Something, something to confirm. I mean, honestly, debut would be the word, but we don't need to figure out where that E is. We already know where it is. D-A-B. I'm trying to figure out how to get, like, some of these placements guessed out. The D in the first spot would be great to confirm or deny, right? Especially for this first word. D-A-M-E-S. Yeah. I wish there was a word like this. I want to figure out if there's a B in here. I want to figure out if there's a B in here. Is there anything that we could do that gets all these letters in here? Is there any word that has all these letters in it that is 5 letters long? Yo, fist pump, what's up? Oh my god, I'm so glad you caught the stream. Yay. We are, okay, let me back up. Jeannie knows the deal. Anybody else watching, feel free to ask questions, but here's what we're doing. We're playing Wordle, but it's Dordle. Dordle? That sounded like it had way too many letters in it. We're playing Wordle times 2. And what happens is when you guess a word, it gives you information on the letters on both sides. You have the same amount of guesses to complete both puzzles. And I like to play with a difficulty modifier where I'm not guessing. I'm not trying to guess in as few guesses as possible. I'm trying to deduce the word and then only confirm if I'm right with the guess. So I'm flushing out letters. I'm taking notes. I'm writing out scrambles that help me unscramble the letters that I have confirmed so that I can see if I know the word first and then put the guess in to confirm that I'm right. That's how I like to play. That's more satisfying to me than just randomly guessing and happen to get it right. If I were to guess the word on the first try, I would be disappointed because I didn't work for it. I didn't figure it out. You feel me? So this is what we're doing. We got all the letters confirmed on the first puzzle. So we have an M, an I, an A, and a D scrambled, and a T at the end over here on the first side. Yeah. Right? So we're trying to figure out what's going on over here. What is this word? D-A-M-I-T is the only thing that I think makes sense, but I don't think that's a word. So I'm very lost. This side, over here, we have less info. And I'm trying to see if I can flush out the letter B because that D here, D-E-B-I-T, makes some sense. And so I think that could be it. Oh my god, admit. Ginny, you genius. Admit. Admit. Jeannie's on a roll today. And yes, I'm accepting chat help. Admit. Looks good to me over here. It fits. A, D, M, I, T. All of those are possible. I think we can, let's lock it in. Admit is what we guess on the first word. I like this. This feels good. Satisfied. Okay. Now. Let me write this down. Now that we know, admit. Oh, Jeannie. You helped. Admit on the first word. Now that we think we know this one, we're not going to just guess it, because that doesn't really help us with the second one. We are going to save this until we figure out this one. So, is there a way to try to figure out if there's a B in here, if this is debit, is there the placement of the letters, maybe checking out the placement of the D while helping confirm if this is admit? Maybe not. Do I have enough information to just straight up guess that it's debit on the right? Or if I put debit on the right and it's wrong, am I completely lost? That's the question I have to ask around the middle of this game. If I put debit over here and I'm wrong, am I screwed? The only additional letter that I'm adding, that I'm learning about, is B. I don't think it can be anything except debit. Okay, and we have admit. IT confirmed. Jeannie, you're on a roll. We are still undefeated. Never back down, never what? You guys, we're so good at this. I think we need a thirdle. We need a thirdle. This is too good. You're too good. I'm erasing. I'm starting over. We're too good. This is easy. This is too easy. If any of you play word games, please let me know if you have a harder one for me. All right. New puzzle. Jeannie. 2 for 2. Look at you. What's our starting word? Anybody want to throw one out there? I'm feeling like dance. Well. Well. What useful information that was. We have an E. Oh, clearly I need to guess something else. Fight. Amazing, actually. Wait. Hold on. Good comeback. After that first one, that was fucking rough. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First word, we have a G in the third slot. Oops. A G in the third slot. We have an E at the end. No other words. No other letters. Second word. We have an E at the end. Confirmed. And we have an H floating around somewhere. It could be in the first spot. It could be in the second. Or it could be in the third. We have an I floating around. It could be in the first, the third, or the fourth. Once again, this is my pad. That's how I write it down. This is how I do it. First word. 2 confirmed letters. We have their placements. We have nothing else. Second word. We have an E confirmed at the end. And we have an H and an I somewhere in the middle of the word. All right. I think we probably have another vowel in here somewhere on either side. Something, G, something, E. I feel like it's got to have an O in there. That's my instinct. G and H like to hang out together a lot. There's no H next to that G, so what else could be between it and the E? What is between the G and the E? Is it G-O-E? Is it G-R-E? Is it G-L-E? Is it Ogle? O-O-G-L-E? I don't have enough info. I'm going to try to find an O. And at the same time, flesh out a couple more consonants. So what's a word that has O and a couple more consonants we haven't already used before? I got an L, I got a Y. Y has been popping up a lot today, to my chagrin. I haven't tried U, so there could be a Q, but I don't think so. Force is a good word, but we're reusing the C and the E in the same spot, so that's not giving us new info. So let's try another one. We could try blows, BLOWS. Get a B, get an L, get an S out of there, and our vowel. Let's try blows. Here's the funny thing. B and P are almost interchangeable in damn near every word. So it could be blows, it could be plows. And if there's a P in this word, like 2 words ago, when I put a B instead of a P, when I was thinking about putting a P and it ended up being a P, I was pissed. Or bist. Once again, should have done the P. That's fine. Okay, so we have blows. We have an S in the we have an S in the side on the. We have an S in the second word. We have an O in the first word. All right, y'all. S could be anywhere in the second word except the end. O could be in between the G and the E. Or it could be the first letters. I'm still thinking it might be oogle or ogle, however you want us to pronounce it. I think it could be OOGLE. And it's stuck in my head now, which is unfortunate because I need to be open-minded. Could be ogle. But what do we do over here? We gotta lock this in. This is a little too wishy-washy. What do we do over here? And I think this might be our last puzzle, so we want to nail it. We're on a streak. We have not lost a single wordle or durdle for as long as I have been streaming. And I can say that with confidence because I've only ever streamed it last week, and we were 100% last week. We're not losing. We're not losing. What do we do in the second word? We need to. Let's think about this. S in the second word, but it's not at the end, so it's not a plural. That's cool. We know that. That helps. They don't usually do plurals in these because they feel very unsatisfying. Like if it's like, oh, you put an S at the end of the word. Cute, but like, it doesn't make me feel clever for figuring it out, right? I'm glad they don't do that. At least I haven't seen it. Double consonants, however, they love. They love double consonants. Not as many double vowels. I guess there are not as many double vowel words, but double consonants, they love that shit. Especially when they're not next to each other, like level or label, like we had last time. Although that did make me feel kind of clever when Jeannie figured it out. Anyway, S over here. Where's she go? Where's she going? Is it Essie? S-E is a nice ending for a lot of words. Or does it start with an S? Is it SH? Is it SH? Is it an SH word? SHI blank E. Shire? Could it be Shire? Could the second word be Shire? Wait, this can't be ogle. Oh my god, I just saw it. The L is already knocked out. Dummy. Anyway, sorry. Back here. The first word can't be ogle. I don't know why I was so stuck on ogle. I'm glad I have put it out of my mind. I can open up to new possibilities. Growth. The second word. Is it something? S-H-I something. S-H-I blank E. Yeah, Shire seems to be a good guess. So here's what we're going to do now, because we're still a little unsure. We need to flesh out some more words, some more letters. We need a R, confirm or denied in here. For that first word, I am very lost. Not gonna lie. Even though we have a G and an E confirmed in the spots they are, I need to know what's between them. What's between the G and the E? What goes between a G and an E? Ogre? No, that doesn't have two O's. G blank E. G-U-E? G-U-E? That's a thing. G-U-E. There's no O, there's no A in the word. Yeah, there's no A in that first word. What I need to know what goes between that G and that E. Like, that's a awkward spot. Okay, so it could be an R, I guess. Maybe it's a U. Do we flush R and U out? Do we flush out R and U in a separate, completely disconnected word? Like, is that a word? Like, do we just throw some letters out here? Okay. Well, the second word's Shire. At least we got that. At least we got that, right? That's got to be Shire. It's got to be Shire. I'm going to put a question mark, though. Shire question mark. And now, again, rather than just going for it, we're going to make sure we can confirm some stuff on both sides with some guesses before we burn it, because we only have 3 more words that we can guess, and one of those has to be a confirmation of Shire. So the first word, we got a U somewhere in here now. It's not in the second spot. So because U is not in the second spot, I know it is not QU. So there's no Q, because QU is always together, unless you're playing Wordle or Scrabble, and you can put QAT or QI if you're being cheeky. U can't be in slot 2, 3, or 5, so it's in 1 or 4. So it could be GUE. It could be something GUE. It could be. Oh, excuse me. Bro, what? Bro, what? Vogue? Is it VOGUE? Vogue? Like the song or the dance? Is it Vogue? Come on, Vogue. Let your body move to the music. Hey, hey, hey. Is it Vogue and Shire? Okay. Is it Vogue and Shire? Could it be anything else? If I put Vogue, am I screwed? Here's again where I ask the question. If I put Vogue and I'm wrong, how screwed am I? At that point, the only additional letter I have tested is the V. I have not tested anything that will help me on the right at all. And I think, like we said for the last puzzle, at this point we have diverged the path where one informs the other. I don't think we have any common letters between the two anymore. I think I have to guess it. I'm not seeing anything else that works here. The reason being, I love a cheeky, sneaky V. She likes to sneak in. It's a little mysterious, a little elusive. But starting off a word with a V is very strong. O only has a couple spots it could be in. I don't think O starts the word. I just don't. There's not many things that can go between a G and an E at the end of a word. You get what I mean? Like, R isn't up in there. L isn't up in there. It's got to be Vogue. It's got to be Vogue. It's got to be Vogue. That feels so good. Let me just... Oh, I'm hot. Oh, the blood is rushing. Oh, that feels so good. I'm smart. Okay, let me explain something. Word puzzles are uniquely satisfying because not only is it testing my ability to scramble things and use logic, it's also memorization. It's all these different types of brain activity that I just need to exercise right now. And the fact that I'm doing it with friends and not alone is so fun. And I'm loving these streams, you guys. I'm loving these streams, you guys. We are undefeated. Undefeated. We have not lost a single word puzzle. Not one. Not even half a one. As in the Dirtle Wordles. This is so fun, Jeannie. I said I was going to end soon. But we got to do one more. This is... Watch this. So here's the one more game issue. Y'all have this one more game issue where you're on a roll. You're having fun. You're doing great. And you're like, oh my God, let's keep it going. The energy is flowing. And then you lose. And then you have to stop. Top 5 worst feelings of all time. I mean, they say quit while you're ahead. But this is so fun. And we're so good at this. Friends, we're so good at this, friends. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more. And if we lose, we can't lose. Why even say that? All right. What's our first word? What's our first word? I'm going to take these earrings out. Hold on. Ah! Owie! Ouch! Ouch! Owie! Ouch! 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 Owie! Owie! Ouch! Okay. That hurts. Oh, my earlobes. Ow! Okay. For people who wear earrings. Wait, is my music stopped? What happened? What happened to my music? Oh, the playlist ended. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, friends. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize my music was gone. Anyway, for people who wear earrings, you know when you have earrings with a post on it? Like that. And it digs into your neck because you have headphones on. Extremely painful. It's still burning actually right now. It may also be because these earrings were cheap, and they're definitely not sterling silver. There's no way. Because my actual piercing holes are burning, not just my ears or my neck where they were digging in. Anyway, what is our starting word? Are we feeling something cute like a cough, like a O and a U? Are we feeling like another Y word? Do we do like, oh, that's not how you spell that. Do we do something like what do we do? What are we doing? What are we doing? Do we do my mom's word? My mom's starting word? That screwed me over the last time. No, it didn't. No, wait, that was a good one. What are we doing? What's our first word? Somebody give me your word. Give me a word, please. Oh, my ears are burning. Jesus. Ow. Ow. They're hot. Oh my God. Am I infected? Okay, let me go disinfect that after this. Is that a word? Ooh! Holy Jeannie. Jeannie. I'm gonna need you to be at every stream because you are killing it. Killing it, my girl. All right. We got an A either in position 1, 2, 5, 4, or 5. We got an E in position 1, 2, no, 1, 3, 4, or 5. Over here, we got either an E in 1, 4, or 5. And we have a B in either 2, 4, or 5. Position 3, we have an A. Amazing. Yeah, my ears burning is making me a little nervous, but I'm going to go disinfect them in a second. So, last one, y'all. Let's do it. Am I loud? I feel like my mic is peaking at red. Tell me if I'm loud, because I know I get excited. But, like, does it sound bad? Is the music too low? Am I too high? What's going on? What's going on with my volumes? Help me mix. because I don't have a mixer in front of me. Also, stay hydrated, friends. Wait, was it? Are you hearing this? Are you hearing the music? I know you heard that. Interesting. Okay, sorry. Hold on, I'm playing with the volume of stuff. Give me a second, friends. Let me know how this is sounding. Okay. Anyway, back to the puzzle. Sorry about that. Minor intermission. Here we go. Last puzzle. Okay? And then we need to go. We need to go do things. But this is our fun time. Thanks for joining me. I love y'all. Okay. Jeannie had a fire first where we got some letters over here in both words. We got 3 letters in the second word. Amazing. Amazing. And 2 in the first one. We don't have enough info, so we're going to flush some more letters here. What words have A in the middle? I don't know. I don't know. Do we think there's an O or an I? A Y? Probably a Y, because Y's just love being part of this right now. So, do we do something with an O and a Y in it? What's a word that has an O and a Y? We could do horny again. I'm sad that I keep thinking of this, but it's actually so useful because the R and N are so useful to flush out. There's no Y. Okay, and no O. Okay. Okay, so we got an R, an aura in our first word. It could be in position 1, 2, 4, or 5. And nothing on the second one, so that was not very useful. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. We got a couple more guesses. Couple more guesses before we need to really know it. I think I need some more consonants. I got an M, a C, a D, a G, maybe an L, a T. Do we do a timid? Do we do a double? Do we waste it like that? Is that wasting it? Do we do something like a limit? I wish I could do climb, but we already have the B, but I need a T or a D in there. You feel me? You see where I'm going with this? How do you spell tilde? With, you know, the thing that goes over the N? Tilde? Tilde. Is that how you spell a tilde? It is. Ooh, okay. We got some more info. Let me start a new one. Light, that's a good guess, Jeannie. I think I should have seen that. I didn't see that until I already guessed tilde. Let me redraw. Because we almost have all the letters in the first one. We have almost all 5 letters. We might have them if there's a double. And then in the second one, we got 2 greens, which is beautiful. We got an A in the middle of the second letter. We got it, or second word. We got an E at the end of the second word. In bet, we got B. Could be in position 2 or 4. That's it. That's it. That's it. B could be in 2 or 4. That's it. That is such good info. Beautiful info. Beautiful. We got a T. that could also only be in position 2 or 4. Amazing. And we got an E that is at the end, but could maybe be, we could maybe have a double E? Could we have a double E? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to leave it off for now. I'm going to pretend like we don't have a double E for now, but let's keep it in the back of our minds. Incredible. First word, we got a scramble. We got a T. We got an E. We got an A. And we got an R. T, E, A, and R. And I'm just writing that down real quick because we need to know what that fifth letter is. We need to know what that fifth letter is. The placement's all over the place. I don't think we have enough to really narrow in on the first word yet. Here's the thing. I think we could flesh some more letters, but I'm tempted to try to guess the second word. Because, like, the fact that the B and the T... Sorry. This is, like, low-key broken. Like, you see how that is? And I keep, like, fiddling with it. Okay, you see how the B... I'm getting so distracted. It's time to go. B and the T could only be in spot 2 or 4 on the second word. And I feel like that gives me some really good info that I want to use to try to maybe guess it. So it's either something, something, ABT. Wait. Something, something, ABE. Or something, something, ATE. Of those two options, the endings being ABE or ATE. ATE feels way more likely, right? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I feel like it's ATE. So if it is ATE, then the B only has one other option. It's in the second spot. So then it's blank B, ATE. The only word that I can think of that fits there is abate. So I feel like it's a lot of feeling. A lot of feeling, a lot of vibes. Maybe not enough data, but I suspect the second word is abate. How are we feeling about that guess? I'm gonna write it down as a it could be that. And in order to keep going without losing out on the opportunity to guess more stuff for the first word, I'm not gonna put it in right now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep trying to figure out this word while maybe confirming some things to let me know if this is right or not. You see where I'm going with this? So, we got all the letters we need for tear, or tier, or rate. And we need a last letter. It could be an F, it could be a P, it could be an M. I need to flush some consonants. I need to flush some more consonants. So, what do we got? What do we think it could be? We could be a W, F, maybe a G. G usually, I don't think so, but maybe M or P. Could be a C. There could be a C in there. No, I don't want to try to guess the word. What do we want to try to do? How do we want to try to scramble these into a new word to give us some more information? We got camp, but that's only no, I don't like that. I don't like that. There's also V. V snuck in that last one. V snuck into that last one. And we haven't had a J or a K, have we? I don't think we've had a J or a K all day today. Damn. That was some rhyming. We're gonna have to repeat a vowel, so let's make it useful. So something A, something, 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 perhaps. The T, we could also try to figure out where it is. I mean, it could be something very easy like water. In which case I'm like, okay, cool. But like, let's flush, right? Let's flush. C. I want to try a C too. It's repetitive. The O is still in the same place. That's not a word. Caw! Caw! No. Jesus, like, why can't I find a word? Can't I find a word with these letters in it? Cower is the only thing I can think of now. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm struggling. Okay. Anyway, let's... I think it's water. I think it's water, but I don't want to be so wrong and then, like, not have any other information. If I put water and I'm wrong, here we go. Here we go. If I put water and I'm wrong, how screwed am I? If I put water, I know more information about the placement, location of A, the T, the E, and the R. So that is not a waste. And I really do think that's the only other word that makes sense with these letters in particular. Like, there's no rec would be a really good, rec would be a really good guess. There's no other word that has T, E, A, and R in it that I can place with one additional consonant, right? M-A-T-E-R, maybe? Yeah, I want to flush. After, it could be after. Yeah, you're right. There's a couple things it could still be. Okay, this is good. It gives me the C, it gives me the W. It also gives me another guess at where the R and the E are. It doesn't really help me on the second word, but that's okay. It is not water. Okay. And there's a C. C! We guessed it. We guessed it. So there's a C. Okay, let me redraw. Ooh! Okay. We have all the letters. There's no repeats on the first word. We just have to unscramble them. So we have T. We have R. We have A. We have an E. And a C. My first thought was trace, but no. There's no E at the end. There's no T at the first. There's no R in the second, so we got to work on that. Second word, we're still thinking maybe it's a bait. But I'm glad we did not guess water, because we would have been very wrong. And let's see, we have the B could be here or here. T could be here or here. Okay. Here's what we got now. I'm just abandoning the lines on the first one because none of them are placed in a confirmed spot. So we have T, R, A, C, and E. We know it's not trace, so let me not say it that way. But here are our 5 letters that we need to unscramble for the first puzzle. Starting letter. Starting letter could be anything except for T. So it could be A, C. It could be A, T. It could be A, E. No? Wait a minute. There is some value in writing out the letters. Hold on. Give me a sec. Boop, 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 boop. Hang on. Because this might give us enough clues to deduce our word, which is the goal, as we know. Okay, so if it starts with A... Wait, no. Let me write it all out first. Hold on. Give me a second. T could be here. Or here. E could be here. Or here. E only has 2 possible spots. First or fourth. A could be at the beginning or the end. Not in the middle. R could be at the beginning. Or at the end. 4 or 5. And C could be anywhere but 4. Okay. Alright, wrote it out. I think I got this right. Like I said, my brain is shorting out. We need to stop soon. This will be the last guess that we have, or last puzzle that we do. But here's what we got here. So if this word if this word starts with, let's say, an A, the only thing could come next is a T or a C. There are no doubles, so it can't be another A. So it's either AT blah 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 or AC blah blah blah. Right? AT and then RE or C? That doesn't sound right. AC and then T E. No, I don't think it starts with an A. I'm not seeing any options there. We got R as the potential start. It could be RT, RA, or RC. It's definitely not RC. It's definitely not RT. So the only R first could be A second. You get me? Oh, it could be cater. Oh, it could be cater. Oh, okay. Let me go through the exercise. RA, C, E, or T. Nope. Okay, and now we're down here. C, A, or CT. It's not CT. No word starts like that. So CATER. That fits. That fits. Now, if we put in cater, does that give us any information about a bait? It does confirm. It confirms where A could be. But not really. That doesn't really give us new information. But I feel really good about a bait on the right-hand side. Okay, here's the question. How screwed are we if it's wrong? How screwed are we if it's wrong? Cater's the only thing that makes sense. It does not start with an E. Yeah. It's cater. It's cater. We are so good at this game. Undefeated. Yet again. Epic streak. Jeannie, you're a superstar. You're so good at this game. I hope you play it on your own. Your brain is great. We are going to end stream today. Sorry, I'm a little low energy. My ears are actually burning, so I'm gonna go disinfect them. But this is so much fun. Thank you for joining me again. I am probably gonna play a few other different things next week. There is something that embargo lifts that I'm hoping that I can stream, but if not, I'll come up with a plan B. But I love this, and even if I stream something else, I want to do a few rounds of these work games because they are so much fun, and I really like doing it interactively with friends. Like, we are the champions, Jeannie. Like, having people help makes this so much more fun. Thank you for helping me exercise my brain. Thank you for sharing my me time. And thanks for making me not feel so alone. Much appreciated from a toddler mom to everybody out there. It's nice to spend time with people, even if it's on a stream virtually. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Y'all are great. Hey, Danny. Y'all are great. I love you. Be good to each other. And I'll see you next time. Bye.